Good afternoon or evening, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Trader Talk Radio. And this is Alexis here and hosting today. All right, so a lot of exciting stuff has been happening last week, and we are really happy to have the first up for today's lineup. We'll be having Chloe up first, and then after that, we'll be having Ash, Lloyd, and myself doing a little bit of what to look out for next week. So without further ado, I think I see Chloe in the room. So Chloe, over to you.
Hi Alexis, hi everyone, how are you?
Hi.
We've all recovered from COVID over here, so I'm back in business.
Yay, awesome.
All right, let me grab the screen, and I've just got a few things on my watch list for this week. I mean, I won't go through my whole watch list, but there are a couple of things that I'm specifically looking out for. So I'm going to start off with a couple of currency pairs. Dollar CAD. Now, dollar CAD, if we look at the weekly time frame, you can see pretty clearly that it's in a trading range currently. So I've got the upper and lower levels marked in here. It's the horizontal levels aren't exact. Price has been at these levels, but just as a guide, this is the range that I'm working within at the moment. But the thing that interests me on CAD is the fact that the price has not yet, or until now, had not tested the monthly pivot for this month. And price over the last few days has come all the way up to the monthly pivot and is now testing that monthly pivot. So that, in addition to the fact that overall the flow of this market is downwards at the moment, I am looking at dollar CAD to the downside. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be on the daily time frame. So I'm bearish, and as long as price stays beneath the monthly pivot, then I will continue to be bearish. But not only will I be looking at this on the daily time frame for a setup as price is bouncing from the monthly pivot, but I'm also going to go down to lower time frames just to see how price is reacting around here. And if I start to see a downtrend forming on any of the lower time frames, whether that be on the 4-hourly or whether that be on the 15-minute time frame, as you can see here, starting to see a downtrend with these lower highs and lower lows. So then I will be looking to take short trades on any of the lower time frames as well. So that's the first thing that I'm keeping a close eye on. The other thing, I mean, I've been keeping an eye on the dollar yen for quite some time, but it is still looking strong. So by strong, I mean the US dollar strong against the weak Japanese yen. Now I'm bearish the Japanese yen fundamentally. When I say bearish, I mean the chart would be bullish, but Japanese yen itself, I have a fundamental bias that is going to come in the short term at least. So I don't have a daily trade here, but again, this is something that I am going to continue looking for long opportunities on the lower time frames. And the 4-hourly time frame is still trending up. The hourly time frame for now is still trending up. I'm just going to start to reduce my risk down because this trend has now been going on for quite some time. And while prices around this previous high over here, if I go to the monthly time frame, this is testing an almost, 7-year high, something like that, from all the way back in 2015. So that is significant. This previous high over here, that is significant. We can go back a little bit further and see that is actually a horizontal level here of resistance. So prices at that level, what it means is I'm going to be cautious, but if that level does break to the upside, then there could be even more room for long trades. So I'm very, very keen to keep trading long, reducing my risk, keep scaling out, taking profits. But if price does start to break any higher, especially if it makes a new high above this point, then I definitely want to be making the most of that, both on the daily time frame if an opportunity arises and on the lower time frames. Euro Swiss is something that I'm also looking at, simply because price is cycling to the downside. I've got lower highs, lower lows, and of course we're close to the monthly pivot here. So I'm bearish on Euro Swiss on the daily time frame and on the intraday time frames if this kind of level of support that's been forming over the last couple of days breaks. The last thing that I wanted to look at really was gold. Just to say that I'm bullish on gold. You know, it keeps ranging and then breaking out. So on the daily time frame here, we do have a range. We've got these lower highs and higher lows, but it looks to me like it's breaking out to the long side. I'm not trading that on the daily, but I am looking for intraday opportunities long on gold. So those are my top 4, I suppose, on my watch list for today and for this week, in fact.
All right, sounds awesome, Chloe.
Back over to you, Alexis.
All right, thank you. Okay,
all right.
That's Chloe.
I'm gonna rush off because I've left my little boy in front of some YouTube videos, and I don't know how much longer he'll stay quiet for.
All right, good luck with that then.
See you.